He cheated with my wife, so I sent screenshots to his wife. She went full nuclear. Welcome back to Breakup Cheater, where love ends and truth explodes. Today's story is less about a broken microwave and more about what I found while trying to sell one. Spoiler alert. Facebook Marketplace didn't just help me get rid of old appliances. It revealed that my wife was still warming up to her ex. If you've ever questioned your gut instinct, this story will either restore your faith in it, or leave you wishing you snooped just a little sooner. Let's get into it. My name's Ethan, I'm 30, and until recently, I thought I had a stable 5-year marriage with my wife Clara. We met in college, clicked instantly, and got married shortly after graduation. I thought we were the real deal. But the truth was, I was just the safe choice after her heart had already been broken by someone else. Before me, Clara dated a guy named Darren. Their relationship didn't last long, about a year, but she told me it had been intense. According to her, Darren cheated and shattered her trust, so they cut all contact. From the way she talked about him, I assumed she despised the guy. I never gave him another thought. Until one afternoon, I was reminded that ghosts of old relationships don't always stay buried. We were cleaning out old stuff and trying to sell some things on Facebook Marketplace. Clara was handling the listings since I don't use Facebook. One of the items was our barely used microwave. A solid piece, but apparently it didn't match the new kitchen vibe. Fair enough. Then my cousin called, saying he'd seen the microwave listing and wanted to know if it was still available. I told him I'd check with Clara and get back to him. Since her laptop was open and logged into Facebook, I figured I'd just look directly. That's when I saw it. Inbox. Right there, in between marketplace messages, was a familiar name. Darren. My stomach dropped. First, I hoped it was just an old thread. But when I opened the conversation, I realized the messages were recent. And while the exchange started out relatively tame, a casual "hey, long time no see," it didn't stay that way for long. Darren was reminiscing. He was flirting, telling her she'd aged like wine, and that he still thought about her. And Clara, she was laughing, using emojis, not shutting anything down. She didn't flirt back, not overtly, but she also didn't stop him. She was feeding the fire, pretending it was just playful, harmless nostalgia. But it wasn't harmless, because she never told me they'd reconnected. That, to me, was already a betrayal. When Clara got home that night, I confronted her. I explained how I found the messages and told her I wasn't okay with her chatting with someone she claimed to hate. She acted shocked, then defensive. Said it was just catching up, and accused me of being controlling. I didn't yell. I didn't accuse her of anything she hadn't already done. I calmly said, if the roles were reversed, would you be okay with me messaging an ex? She hesitated, then admitted she wouldn't. That's when she agreed to stop talking to Darren. I wanted to believe her. I really did. But something in my gut told me not to let it go. So, yeah, I checked her inbox now and then. And for a while it was quiet. No new Facebook messages from Darren. But I wasn't convinced. He's smart. If she knew I saw their Facebook DMs, she might have moved their conversation somewhere else. I checked her browser history. Turns out Clara had created a second email, one I didn't even know existed. But she left herself logged in. What I found made me sick. The emails confirmed everything I feared. It had gone from messages to meetings. First it was a coffee shop across town. Then it was hotel rooms. Then Darren's house. And the worst part, she initiated it. She told him I had seen their Facebook conversation and thought I was acting jealous. Darren responded by calling her worth fighting for. She told him that if I hadn't come along when I did, she might have given him another chance. So I was never her first choice. I was her safe option. The backup plan that became a husband. I documented everything. Screenshots, timestamps, locations. And then I went quiet. I didn't argue. I didn't confront. I got a lawyer and started the paperwork. When I finally told Clara, I kept it simple. I know everything. I saw the emails. I'm done. I panicked. Tried to explain. Cut her off. I didn't want her excuses. I wanted my freedom. She begged, cried, accused me of being cold and unforgiving. I just laughed and said, "You let another man into your bed. What exactly am I supposed to forgive?" But here's the twist. While gathering evidence for the divorce, I dug deeper into Darren's profile. And guess what? He's married. His wife, Rachel, was hidden from his recent posts, but I found older wedding photos tagged to her account. So I did what I believed was right. I messaged Rachel. I sent her everything. Screenshots, dates, context. Thanked me. But what she did next, that shocked even me. Rachel confronted Clara at her office. In the parking lot in front of her coworkers. Called her a homewrecker loud enough for the whole building to hear. Clara lost it, swung at her, and security had to break them up. Clara ended up quitting her job a week later due to the gossip and humiliation. She blamed me, of course. Said I shouldn't have involved Darren's wife. I told her, "You involved her the moment you got in bed with her husband." Rachel, meanwhile, filed for divorce. And in an ironic twist, Darren tried to win her back. But she told me she was only pretending to give him another chance until her lawyer finished the paperwork. Final update. My divorce is finalized. I didn't lose much, legally or financially. Clara tried claiming I owed her alimony since she'd lost her job. A job she only lost because Rachel exposed her. My lawyer laughed. She got nothing. No marriage. No job. No ex-lover. No alimony. All I did was draw a line, a boundary, and she cartwheeled over it. Now she's sitting in the fallout. And that's how a microwave listing on Facebook Marketplace turned into a full-blown exposure of betrayal. Ethan didn't scream. He didn't beg. He just watched the truth reveal itself step by step, then handed it off to karma and a lawyer. Clara and Darren thought they could rewrite history behind everyone's backs. Turns out they were writing their own downfall. What's the wildest way you ever found out someone was cheating? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and smash that notification bell. You won't want to miss what's coming next on Breakup Cheater.